Hey, what up? This is gonna be a new segment that I'm doing, and it's called Dev Pop Off, where I just pop off about something, because there's some stuff in this industry that makes me want to pop off. That's it. And for episode 1 of the Dev Pop Off, we're talking about decentrality. 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 And you wanna know why we're talking about decentrality? Is because I've been seeing a lot of stuff in this space, and I'm like, And because y'all know, I care about tech. I like talking about tech. Tech stuff gets me amped. Tech gets me going. I like talking about tech. I like tech. And there's stuff that excites me because the tech is dope, and there's stuff that doesn't excite me because the tech sucks. Decentrality is a big one, obviously, because a lot of people play decentralization theater. They see something on a blockchain and they go, it's decentralized. All I gotta do is slap a smart contract on a blockchain, it's decentralized, right? Right, that's it. A lot of you guys in the know probably go, well, no, if you have a blockchain that has one node, it's not really decentralized. So you can't just slap a smart contract on some blockchain and be like, okay, it's good. Now, let's say you got the blockchain fixed though, right? You got a blockchain, you know it's decentralized, right? You got something like Ethereum, right? You got something that's got, thousands of different nodes. None of them are the same. They're all different. You're like, we're feeling good. All I gotta do is take the smart contract and slap it onto that blockchain, and now you got a decentralized protocol, right?
Yeah, pretty much, right?
No.
Oh.
See, the thing here, and if you watched my last video on proxies, which you definitely should, you know that that's not the case. If I slap a smart contract on a blockchain and it's still got an admin key, and I'm the only dude with that admin key, it's not decentralized. It's got a single point of failure, me. If I die and the smart contract can never be upgraded again, well, that's probably actually fine. Well, if I go evil and I upgrade the smart contract to do some crazy stuff, maybe I have a parameter or a function in there that says like, steal all funds, that wouldn't be great. So if you slap a smart contract on a blockchain, it doesn't mean you have a decentralized protocol. Now, I do want to pause for a second though, because the thing is people go, it ain't decentralized.
Centralized protocol.
And here's the thing. Centrality isn't always bad. Wait. Something like Etherscan. Etherscan is a centralized protocol. Yet we all use it. It's not bad. It's a service that we all enjoy, and they make money because they run ads. Great. They provide a service that I like, and I'm going to keep using it. Centrality is not always bad. If I'm building a decentralized protocol and I start in a decentralized manner, I'm gonna tell you what, right now, there's no way in hell that's getting off the ground. There's no way in hell we're gonna move fast enough to move in a manner where we're gonna build a protocol that has any value. So starting with a centralized version kind of just has to be the way it is. So if you're some type of early stage startup, you pretty much need to be centralized from the get-go. Like Uniswap, for example, was built by Hayden Adams. He probably was in his basement or whatever he was, coding it up, clickety click click clack, by himself, right? It was centralized protocol. And then you reach a point, once you deploy it, that it's decentralized, maybe you have a governance token, etc., that it reaches a decentralized point. Now, the other thing with all this is that a lot of people go, that's decentralized, that's not decentralized. It doesn't work like that either. It's a granular scale. You have scale of granularity. If I said, hey, like that person's tall, well, tall what? There's no binary for when somebody is tall versus isn't. If they're like 6'6", great, they're tall. Well, what if they're in the NBA? They're not that tall anymore, right? It's all relative, it all depends. There's no binary where it's like yes or no decentralized. If you got one node, you're kind of not really decentralized at all. Maybe that's the cutoff. Maybe if there's one of you, maybe that makes it centralized. I don't know. If you got one group that controls the majority of the group, is that centralized, right? There's kind of this granular. People are talking about, like if this country has all the hash power, it's centralized, or if this, it doesn't work, blah, blah. It's a granular scale. And the reason I think this is especially topical as well is a lot of people are talking about L2s, right? What is Polygon? What is Binance Smart Chain, right? What's the difference, right? What's going on here? Some people say, like this one has 21 validators, this one has 81 validators, this one's better than this one. And I think when we think about these protocols and we think about the level of decentrality, I think intent actually is important, because intent of whether or not they want to be decentralized is something that I think is really important when we're evaluating and when we're thinking about protocols. Because for example, if you got a brand new startup, it's got a single guy who's building, the protocol, and you go, oh man, you big dumb idiot. You got one single guy, you big stupid. I ain't gonna invest. I ain't gonna work with the protocol because there's one guy, big stupid. Maybe you want to do that, and maybe that's fine, and maybe that's great. But you gotta keep in mind that maybe their intent is to become decentralized, but They have the admin key because they just deployed it and they want to make sure everything goes smoothly and they want to be able to quickly jump in case of an emergency. Versus maybe a protocol that says, hey, we are centralized and we're going to keep it like that. I think that's something to keep in mind. If in 10 years the industry reaches a point where all the big players, they're all decentralized, they're all good to go, that's going to be a lot easier, right? Because we're still in this infantile industry as a whole. But I think for the moment, we do have to kind of take intent into account, right? For using a protocol and for deciding on which chain we want to deploy on. NFTs are a great one. If you don't know anything about NFTs, go watch my NFT video. It'll explain everything that I'm about to talk about. But if you got some metadata that's stored on a centralized server, bro, what are you doing? In 10 years, it's going to be an empty, useless, blank, beat-ass NFT, right? It's not going to be anything. So like, or if you got an NFT and you're running on a blockchain that doesn't let anyone else run any nodes, that can be fine. I think centralized services are important, and I think that can be really good. But if you're saying, hey, we're decentralized, and you're not, you don't have any plans to go decentralized, that's where I take issue, right? That's where I draw the line right there. So yeah, with Polygon in particular, they're trying to be decentralized. They're trying to do a lot of amazing things, and I'm with it. I'm with it. Hell yeah, you do your thing, Polygon. I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. You keep doing it. So this is my first dev pop-off. Like and comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Again, at 10K subs, we're going to do a tattoo reveal. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.